Good evening, everybody. This is Robert from RJL 518, welcoming you to another exciting edition of Payoff Pitch, the 1985 season replay. Today's date is July 3rd. We are at Memorial Stadium. We have the Detroit Tigers taking on the Baltimore Orioles tonight. The Tigers come into the game at 39-35. The Orioles are 33-40. And we've got a good pitching matchup tonight. We got Dan Petry going up against Ken Dixon. This should be a pretty good pitching game, I hope, between these two. So it should be lots of fun here at Memorial Stadium. So let's get some more American League action coming in. Let's play some baseball. Starting pitcher for the Orioles is Ken Dixon, 8-4 with a 3.67 ERA that year. Good season, actually. Had about 18 starts and was also a relief pitcher as well. But Dixon got the start in this game against the Tigers here at Memorial Stadium. Are we all set to go? Let's play some baseball. Leading off for the Tigers, second baseman Lou Whitaker. Dixon is a right-hander. Batted .295 with 19 homers against the rights. It's time for some payoff pitch action. Let's play. It starts with a ballpark 74. Whitaker hitting from the left side, and that is going to be a wheelhouse for Whitaker. But a wheelhouse 99, that's just a fly ball to right, and that's out number one. That's caught out the track by Lee Lacy, who makes the grab, and that's the first out. Next batter is the third baseman, Tom Brookins. He batted second in this game today. Pitch from Dixon. That is a tough 59. And we got a ground ball to third. Up with it will be Gross. Throws to first for out number two. And now we got right fielder Kirk Gibson. Gibson batted .314 with 22 homers against rights. Gibson has been hitting home runs in my games. So we'll see if he gets one tonight. Pitch from Dixon, and that is a patient 70. That's going to be a ground ball to short. The throw goes to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Dixon. Nothing for the Tigers. We go to the bottom of the first. Starting pitcher for Detroit is Dan Petry. 15-13, 3.36 ERA, adds 10 to the tough roll. Good pitcher. I call that a pretty strong year for him, even though he had 13 losses. But with an ERA, he probably didn't get much run support in those games. Leading off for the Orioles will be left fielder Jim Dwyer. Bats .250 with 7 homers. Bats has no average. Jim Dwyer actually only had one at bat. Bat .250 against 7 home runs against the righties. The Tigers originally won this game 4-3. Pitch from Petry. Patient 07, that will be a walk, and Dwyer will trot down to first. Petry averaged about 3.1 walks per 9 innings. Next up is the right fielder Lee Lacy. Lacy batted .282, 4 homers against rights. 5 on the dice, no steal for Dwyer. Petry will pitch. Bears Den joins us here at Memorial Stadium. Petry will pitch. Again, that's a patient 03, and again, that's a walk. Dwyer will trot down to first, and Petry walks the first 2 batters he faces. Second walk already. And here is the shortstop, Cal Ripken. Ripken batted .286, 20 homers against rights. Runners at first and second. Petry already in a bit of a jam here in the bottom of the first. And here is the pitch from Petry. That is a tough 23, and that is going to be a double for Cal Ripken. It says 13, but you add 10 to the tough roll, and that actually made that a double. That would have been a strikeout if it wasn't for that. For Petry, that is a 23, and Ripken smacks a double. It's a deep drive to center field that one hops the wall. The runners will score, so Dwyer will come in, Lacy will come in, and just like that, the Orioles are in front 2-0. How about that? A big-time double by Ripken. He will hold at second. The next batter for the Orioles will be Eddie Murray. He is at first base for this game. Batted .303, 21 home runs against rights. And still nobody out. Petry will pitch. And that is a ballpark 68. He's hitting from the left side. That's a wheelhouse for Murray. Wheelhouse 40, and that one is gone. Murray splacks that one over the center field fence. That is a goner. Oh, what a tough way for Petry to start the game. Home run, Eddie Murray. And the Orioles are off to a great start tonight. And it is already 4-0. They're going to go talk to Petry on the mound, try to calm him down. Next batter for the Baltimore Orioles is Fred Lynn. He's at center field for this game. And still no one out here in the bottom of the first as the Orioles are jumping on the Tigers early. Pitch from Petry, and that is a tough 93. That's a fly ball to right. That will be the first out. Here's Larry Sheets. He's the designated hitter for the Orioles in this game. Batted .270, 17 homers against rights. Petry with the pitch. Ballpark 03, that's wheelhouse again. Sheets will swing an 05, and that one is at high, deep, and gone. Larry Sheets goes deep on Dan Petry, and that is out of here. Solo home run for Sheets. And now 5-0 Orioles. And Memorial Stadium, definitely a hitter's park, and they are taking advantage of it now. Wayne Gross is the next batter for the Orioles at third base today. Not the first time the Orioles scored a lot of runs. Remember what Baltimore did against Milwaukee several games ago. Petry will pitch to Gross. There's still only one out in the bottom of the first. That's a tough 86. It's a ground out to second base. That's out number 2. Next batter is the catcher, Rick Dempsey. Dempsey bats .200. As Dave Gardner joins us here at Memorial Stadium. Welcome, Mr. Gardner. Sir, an honor to have you at one of my games. That's a patient 91. It's a ground out to short, and that will end the inning there. But the Orioles get out to a big start. 5 runs on 3 hits, 2 home runs, one by Murray and one by Sheets and a couple of walks. At the end of one, it's the O's already in charge, 5-0. No, Len Cicada is not in the starting lineup, Bears Den. The last time we had the Baltimore Orioles in this game, on the board, the Yankees beat them 12-2 in that matchup. And then in a game against Milwaukee, Baltimore beat the Brewers 17-6. So it's almost like every time I got the Orioles on the board, they score a lot of runs. But no, Cicada is not playing today. Or at least he's not in the starting lineup. He is on the bench. Lance Parrish leads off for Detroit. He's the catcher tonight. Goes up against Dixon. Orioles have a 5-run lead. Let's see if they can keep it. It starts off with a tough 71. That's a ground out to second. Nice pitch by Dixon. Next up for Detroit, the designated hitter, Daryl Evans. He batted .260 against rights, 31 home runs. He was a power hitter. Dixon's pitch. That's a tough 88, and that's going to be a ground out to second as well. Coming up and hitting for this game is left fielder Johnny Grubb. Grubb batted .248, 5 homers against rights in 85. He got the starting nod today in this game. Grubb was 36 years old this year. Dixon with the pitch. Patient 28. That's a walk. And Grubb will trot down to first. First walk issued by Dixon. He averaged 3.6 per nine. And here's Dave Bergman. We don't get to see him often. He's at first base for this game today. Batted 178, 3 home runs. You get to see Bergman often play. 2 outs, 2F steal rating, nothing going on. You're down by 5 runs, so steals, hit and runs, bunts are all taken off the chart. Dixon will pitch. That's a tough 16, and it's a swing and a miss. Struck him out. First strikeout for Dixon. He averaged 6 per 9, and that will end the inning. The Tigers get a walk, but that is all they get. Bottom of the second. Petry will try to settle down a little bit. The Tigers do not want to go to the bullpen now. Rich Dwyer leads off for the Orioles. He is at second base for this game. Batted 173. No homers against the righties. Petry's pitch. That is a tough 57, and that's going to be a fly out to right. And that's out number 1. Next up will be Jim Dwyer. Dwyer walked his last time up. Petry's pitch. That's a tough 86. Ground out to second. Throw goes to first. That's out number 2. And now here's Lee Lacy. Lacy also walked his last time up. Here comes the pitch. That's a tough 67, and it will be a fly ball right field, and Gibson will make the catch. So Petry definitely settles down and pitches a 1-2-3 inning, but it's still 5-0 in favor of the O's. Top of inning number 3. Here is Chet Lemon. He's at center field for Detroit. Chet Lemon, in my opinion, one of the more underrated players in baseball. I always felt Chet Lemon belonged in the Hall of the Very Good. Lemon is a good player. He batted .242 with 10 homers against rights in '85, though. But Lemon always felt was a good player. Solid player. Pitch from Dixon. And that's going to be a ballpark 78. That's in play. In play, 73 is a ground out to second. That's taken care of by Dwyer. Throws to first for the out. Doug Flynn coming up to bat. He's at shortstop for this game. Flynn batted .200. No homers against rights. Dixon with the pitch. Patient 87. That's a ground out to short. Taken care of there by Ripken, out number 2. Batter now is Whitaker. If you've noticed, Trammell is not in the lineup today, but he is on the bench. Whitaker is 0 for 1. Pitch from Dixon. Tough. 56. That's going to be a ground ball to third. Up with it is Gross, and he'll throw him out at first for the out for to end the inning. And that is a 1-2-3 inning for Dixon. We go to the bottom of the third, still 5-0 O's. Here is Cal Ripken, one of Brandon Baker's favorite players. Ripken had a double his last time up, scored a couple of runs, a 2 RBI double for him. As we start the bottom of the third, Petry will pitch. That's a tough 33, and it's going to be a pop out to second base. That's out number 1. As Dan Petry adds 10 to the tough roll. And yet he's the one down 5-0. Here's Eddie Murray. He gets a cheer from the Memorial Stadium crowd. Hit a 2-run jack his last time up. Murray, definitely a power hitter. And a Hall of Famer, no doubt. Pitch from Petry. That's going to be a patient 63, and that's going to be a single for Murray. That's a base hit. Slaps that into left. Murray has his second hit of the game. He'll trot down to first, and the batter will be Fred Lynn. Petry checking in on Murray. He's not going anywhere. Lynn will bat. There is one out. Petry with the pitch. That's a tough 49, and it will be a ground ball to first. Lynn's double play rating's a 6. Petry's a 7. That's a 7. The throw's going to go to second to get Murray. They try to get Lynn at first, but they will not. That will be a fielder's choice, and there are 2 outs. Here's Larry Sheets. Sheets gets a nice ovation from the Memorial crowd because he also hit a home run his last time up. Steeler fan 1933 joins us here at Memorial Stadium. Pitch from Petry. Patient 69. That's a fly ball center field. That'll be caught by Lemon, and that does end the inning. Nothing for the Orioles, although they do get a hit. At the end of 3, the Orioles are leading 5-0. We go to the top of the 4th inning. It will be Tom Brookins leading off for Detroit. Brookins is 0 for 1. Dixon doing a good job so far. Here's the pitch from Dixon, and that's going to be an in-play 16. That'll be a base hit by Brookins. That is the first hit off of Dixon in this game. Brookins hits that to center. Brookins will hold it first. And the Tigers have a first hit of the game. Here's Kirk Gibson. Gibson 0 for 1. Dixon will deal with Gibson. Here is the pitch. That's a tough 92 fly ball right field. And that'll be caught by Lacey, out number 1. Lance Parrish will get a swing with Brookins on it first. Pitch on the way. Tough 60. That's a ground ball to third. Parrish's double play rating's a 7. Dixon's a 5. That is a 10. It beats both players. Brookins' run rating's a 7. That 10 does beat the 7. Brookins will be thrown out at second. Parrish does get to first on a fielder's choice. 2 outs. As that is my house rule for allowing runners at first to go to second. But the regular rule, the rule as written does take precedence in that case. Here is Daryl Evans. Evans is 0 for 1. 2 outs now. Dixon with the pitch. And that is a tough 84. And that's going to be a ground out to second. Throw goes to first. And that ends the inning. No runs, but the Tigers get their first hit. Still 5-0. All the scoring was done in the bottom of the first. And now we're in cruise control somehow. That's how these games work sometime. Dan Petry is still pitching and has calmed down since the first inning. Wayne Gross leads off for the O's to start the bottom of the 4th. Petry with the pitch. Ballpark 92. That's going to be in play. In play 15 for Gross is a single to center field. Gross will get to first base as Lemon throws it in. Gross trots down to first. The batter will be Dempsey. Petry looking on, and the pitch is coming. And that is a patient 42. That's a walk. Base on balls. Gross trots to second. Dempsey on it first. And once again, the Orioles are in business. And here's Rich Dwyer. Runners at first and second. Nobody out. Orioles will not do anything special. They're just going to hit away with a 5-run lead. No need to try anything. Pitch from Petry. That's a patient 86. That's going to be a ground ball to short. Dwyer's double play rating's a 9. Petry's a 7. That is a 4. Shortstop to second to first double play. Gross does make third. And there are 2 outs. 6-4-3 for Petry. Runner on third base now, and here's Jim Dwyer. 2 outs. Can the Orioles still get that extra run? Tigers have 2 outs. They're going to call the infield normal. Here's the pitch from Petry, and that's going to be a tough 40. And although we got the wild pitch there, but that number, that plus 10 does occur here. So that is a tough 40, and that will be a fly ball to left field that avoids the wild pitch, in my opinion, and that will end the inning. Nothing for the Orioles on 1 hit and a walk. At the end of 4, still 5-0 O's. Top of the 5th inning coming up. Dixon will deal with Johnny Grubb. Grubb has walked his last time up. Pitch from Dixon. Tough. 99. That's a fly out to right easily. No problem there, as Lacey didn't even have to move. The ball was hit right to him. He just put up his glove, and the ball went right into it. 1 out. Here's Dave Bergman. Bergman struck out his last time up. Pitch coming. Tough. 25. Base hit for Bergman. Smacks that to center. Bergman will trot down to first. And that is only the 2nd hit for the Tigers against Dixon. Can the Tigers take advantage of it? Here is Chet Lemon. Detroit originally won this game 4-3. So right now the historical score has already been beaten up. Lemon will bat against Dixon. Pitch on the way. And that is a tough 93. Fly ball left field. And Dwyer's not going to have to move either. That's the 2nd out. Bergman, of course, stays at first. And now a chance for Doug Flynn. Flynn is 0 for 1. Pitch on the way. That's a ballpark 77. That's in play. In play 75 is a fly out to center field, and that will be caught by Fred Lynn, and the inning will end there. No runs for the Tigers. They do get a hit. We are halfway through the game. 5-0 Orioles. Dang it. What do we got tomorrow? We have Inside Pitch, 1985, 1 and gone. We got a gigantic game. It is game number 22. It's the Kansas City Royals taking on my New York Mets. It will be Charlie Leibrandt versus Ron Darling. That's a heck of a pitching matchup between those two. And tomorrow on Payoff Pitch, we have the Minnesota Twins taking on everybody's favorite team, the New York Yankees. Well, maybe everybody's favorite team. So if you're a Yankee fan or a Yankee hater, the Yankees are on the board tomorrow night. The Twins and the Yankees tomorrow. So we have both New York teams being shown. Royals at the Mets and Inside Pitch. Twins and the Yankees on Payoff Pitch. So don't miss them all. Be there or be square. I know that's corny, isn't it? Bottom of the fifth inning, Lee Lacey will lead off for the Orioles against Petry, who's definitely calmed down since the first. Tigers are letting him pitch. His fatigue inning is not until the seventh. Pitch from Petry. Tough 15, swing and a miss, struck him out. That is strikeout number one for Petry. Only averaged 4.1 per nine. Petry was not a hard thrower. The batter now is Ripken. Ripken 1 for 2. Pitch from Petry. That's a patient 0-0. We got a rare play. We are using the rare plays from Season Ticket Baseball from Clay Dreslock, as I like how he's got it situated. So we roll a red, a black, and a white in that order. 6, 5, 9. Let's see what we got. 6, 5, 9. And I'll show it to you as we read it. Let's see. 6, 5, 9. Weak ground ball in front of the pitcher. His throw to first hits the runner in the back as he is running inside the legal running lane. Batter is out for interference. Oh, how about that? So he hits Ripken in the back, and he is out of there. 2 outs. And since that was a ground ball in front of the pitcher, and they're calling him interference, so I'm going to call that a ground out to 1. I'm going to just call that as G1, and that is out number 2. Here is Eddie Murray. He is 2 for 2, a home run and a single. Petry will pitch to Murray. And that is a defense check, 99. That'll be fine. Range check to second base. The ball is hit to Whitaker. His range is an 8. Not a problem. He's got it. Throws to first. Side retire. And a 1-2-3 inning for Petry, as he has definitely done the job there. At the end of 5, still 5-0 Orioles. Top of the 6th. This is Dixon's fatigue inning, but he is pitching a shutout, so we'll keep him out there. And here is Lou Whitaker leading off for Detroit, the top of the 6th. Pitch from Dixon. That's a wheelhouse, 36, and that one is creamed. That one is hit straight into center field, and that is over the wall. It is gone. Whitaker gets the Tigers on the board. Ken Dixon pitched Whitaker a grapefruit, and he turned it into fruit salad, and it's now 5-1. Here's Tom Brookins. They'll check with Dixon, make sure he's okay after giving out the homer, but they've still got a 4-run lead. Brookins is the batter. He is 1 for 2. Pitch from Dixon. Tough 0-8. That's a strikeout. And that is strikeout number 2 for Dixon. That's the first out. Here's Gibson. Gibson is 0 for 2. Pitch on the way. That's a ballpark 88. That's going to be in play. In play 78 is a fly ball to center field, and that'll be caught by Lynn. That's out number 2. And here's Lance Parrish. Parrish is 0 for 2. Pitch from Dixon. That's again a ballpark 13, but that's going to be in the wheelhouse. Parrish in the wheelhouse. A wheelhouse 92 is a single. He blasts that one into left. Parrish will hold it first. He had home run power, definitely, but he misses that with a 92. But he does get a single, and the inning will continue. And a chance for Daryl Evans. 2 outs. The runner on first. Still not doing any strategies or anything like that. You're down by 4 runs. The thing about payoff pitch, I don't have to worry about a strategy roll. And my rules are very simple. Unless the tying run is on deck, usually I leave the strategies alone. Hit and runs, bunts, that kind of thing. Other than that, I will take a look and see if there's anything available. Dixon pitches to Evans. And that is a tough 78. He'll get out of the inning. Fly ball center field. Lynn puts it away, and that ends it. 1 run for the Tigers on a couple of hits. A home run by Whitaker. It's 5-1 now in favor of the Orioles. Bottom of the 6th. And this will be Dan Petry's last inning, as the Tigers will go to the pen. Larry Sheets leads off. Pitch coming, and that is a tough 47. That's going to be a fly ball to left field. That'll be caught by Grubb. That's out number 1. First time I've called Grubb's name in the outfield. Here's Fred Lynn. Petry with the pitch. Patient 83. That's a fly out to center field. That'll be put away by Lemon. Out number 2. And now Gross. Gross is 1 for 2. He singled his last time up. Petry sets and deals. And that is a patient 88. And Gross smacks a base hit. Holy cow, we got enough of it to hit it into right field. Gross is going to be safe at first. A patient 88, and Gross still gets it. That's his second hit of the game. And the batter is Dempsey. Dempsey is 0 for 1. He walked his last time up. Here's the pitch. And that is a ballpark 54. That's a definite wheelhouse for Dempsey. Dempsey does have some home run power, but that 89 is going to be too high. Ground ball, he's going to chop it to short. Up with it, and the throw is going to go to second to get Gross, and that will end the inning. No runs and a hit for the Orioles. The Orioles lead it 5-1 after 6. Top of the 7th inning coming up. I'm going to take Petry out because he is fatigued now. So we know the Tigers will definitely go to the bullpen in the next inning. Johnny Grubb will lead off against Dixon. We are in the 7th inning, and I can go ahead and choose players to. I can do position player changes if I want, but there's nobody on base, so let's let Grubb hit. Pitch. That's a tough 86. It's a ground out to second base. Dixon having a very good game so far. That's out number 1. Here's Bergman. Bergman at bats 178. May see a pinch hitter for him. Bergman is at first base. Let's see what we want to do against a righty, and we may have one. And we will. Bergman's going to come out. He is done for the game. Alan Trammell will come off the bench. He had 421 at-bats against rights, so he will pinch hit. And taking over at first base will be Barbaro Garby. As I go ahead and write his stats in there. Barbaro Garby will take over at first, but Alan Trammell will pinch hit. He batted 261 against rights. Remember, before the 9th inning, At bats is how I make my decision. After ninth inning or later, average. That's my house rule for choosing a pinch hitter, at least in payoff pitch. Inside pitch, a little different. Dixon will go up against Trammell. Pitch from Dixon. That's a tough 32, and Trammell does get that base hit, and that is into left field. Pinch hit for Trammell. He will go to first, and the batter will be Chet Lemon. They want Dixon to finish this inning out, but if he gives up 2 runs, he will come out. 1 out. Here's the pitch to Lemon. Dixon's pitch. That is a ballpark 11. That's going to be in the wheelhouse. Wheelhouse 24 to Lemon. Crack. And that one is gone. Chet Lemon gets a hold of that one, and it is out of here as he hits that one over center field. Two-run homer for Lemon, and it is now 5-3. And here come the Tigers. And that will be all for Dixon. Doug Flynn is due to bat. The Orioles will go to the pen, and still only 1 out here in the top of the 7th. Coming on to pitch for the Orioles will be Nate Snell, 3-2, 2.69 ERA. He'll go up against Flynn. Snell is a long reliever. He can actually finish the game. And he was their best reliever actually in the bullpen. Snell with the pitch. And that is an in-play 09. And, well, I say he's the best reliever, but Flynn didn't care. He hits a single to right. Base hit for Flynn. And now the tying run is at the plate in Lou Whitaker, who already hit a home run in this game. Fans here at Memorial Stadium suddenly getting nervous. 5-0 has now become 5-1 and then 5-3. Can the Tigers do what the Rangers did in my inside pitch game today? For those of you who don't know anything about it, please check it out. 1 out. Strategy is back aboard and spelled back on, but Flynn's not going anywhere. Pitch from Snell. That's an in-play 57. It's a ground ball to third. Whitaker's double play rating 5. Snell's a 7. That's a 10. The only play is to second base to get Flynn. Whitaker safe at first. 2 outs. Fielder's choice. The batter will be Tom Brookins. Whitaker with a run rating of 7 will score on a double. Lamb Strat Baseball joins us here at Memorial Stadium. Welcome, LSB. As he's saying, let's go O's. Snell with the pitch. And that is a tough 70. It's a ground ball to second base. And up with it there is Dwyer. Throws to first to end the inning. But the Tigers get closer. 2 runs on 3 hits for the Tigers. A big 2-run homer by Lemon. 7th inning stretch time, 5-3 Orioles. Sing your Take Me Out to the Ball Game. I will be right back. This ball game suddenly got very interesting. Orioles now lead 5-3 as the Tigers are trying to make a comeback. Let's see. Leading off for the Orioles is Rich Dwyer. Tigers, of course, need a pitcher. Let's see who they're going to bring in. And they're going to go with Randy O'Neal, 5-5, 3.24 ERA. O'Neal comes in for Petry. Petry gave up 5 runs in the first inning, but then he shut him out the rest of the way. Rich Dwyer will go up against O'Neal here, bottom of the 7th. Pitch from O'Neal. Patient 90. It's a ground out to short. Taken care of there by Flynn, out number 1. Top of the order for the Orioles, here's Jim Dwyer. Dwyer is 0 for 2. He did walk in the first. Pitch from O'Neal. That's an in-play 44, and it will be a fly ball left field. Put away by Grubb. Second time he hit one to him. So that's the second out. And now Lee Lacy will get a crack at the ball. Lacy is also 0 for 2, walked in the first inning. Pitch from O'Neal, patient 71. That's a fly ball to right. And Gibson will get there and make the catch. 1-2-3 inning for O'Neal. So the Orioles don't get anything back at the end of 7, 5-3 Baltimore. As this game is suddenly once again in doubt. And of course, as you guys know here on RJL 518 Network, every game is in doubt because when we get to the 9th inning, you never know what's going to happen. Here's Kirk Gibson. He'll lead off against Snell. Snell can stay out there. He can pitch innings 7, 8, and 9. If needed. But he'll pitch to Gibson. Top of the 8th. Snell with the pitch. In play, 90. Ground out to second base. Taken care of by Dwyer, out number 1. Gibson is 0 for 4. Lance Parrish is up next. He'll bat. Parrish singled his last time up. He's 1 for 3. Snell with the pitch. In play, 10. That's going to be a laced right into the right field corner. That's going to rattle around. Parrish is going to have himself a triple. And he'll wind up on third easily. Slides in there. And that's the only time Parrish can get a triple against a right-handed batter in play on a 10. Triple for Parrish. And once again, the tying run comes to the plate in the form of Daryl Evans. Wow, big run at third base, but can the Tigers bring him in? Orioles are going to play the infield back. They're not going to play infield in. They'll take the out. Pitch from Snell. That's a ballpark, 58. And that's going to be in the wheelhouse. Oh, boy. Not what you want to do, put a wheelhouse for Evans. A 1-78 on the card. This game is tied. And yes, people, that is a 46. So say it with me, everybody. Crack. That ball isn't high. This ball is hit deep. And that ball is gone. 2-run home run. Daryl Evans. Tie game. Stadium groans. Daryl Evans, a 2-run jack, and ties this game at 5. The Tigers do the same thing the Rangers did earlier in an inside pitch. Check that game out. Wow. And here's Johnny Grubb. Still one out here in the top of the eighth. Snell's only 2 runs he's given up. A third would make him tired. He'll stay out there. Snell will pitch to Grubb. That's a patient 0-4. It's a walk. And now that will get Snell out of here. He walks the go-ahead run. And the batter now is going to be Barbaro Garby. Garby took over at first base for Bergman, and that's it for Snell. Next pitcher for the Orioles is going to be they're going to go with Sammy Stewart. He will now come in to pitch. As Ken Dixon pitched a beautiful game, but the Oriole bullpen blows it. And we got a tie game here. Grubb on at first. 2F steal rating. 5 on the dice. Nothing happening. Garby will bat against Stewart. Stewart's pitch. That's a patient 12. That's a base on balls. The Orioles are beginning to fall apart. Walks Garby. Runners at first and second. And here is Chet Lemon. Lemon hit a home run his last time up. He's 1 for 3. Lemon will bat. As Landstrat Baseball says he loves the 9th inning magic, but right now we got 8th inning magic going on. Still one out here in the top of the 8th. Stewart now trying to keep it a tie game. Pitch from Stewart. That's a tough 67, and it's going to be a ground ball to second base. Lemon's double play rating's a 5. Stewart is a 7. That is a 7. They throw to second to get Garby. They will not get Lemon. That's going to be a fielder's choice. Grubb goes to third, and now runners at the corners with 2 outs. And now the batter is Doug Flynn. Flynn is at shortstop. He bats 200 against rights. But because I use Trammell as a pinch hitter, I don't have another shortstop available. At least I don't think, well, that's not true. I actually do. You know what? I'll save him. I'll let Flynn hit. We could be going into extras. We'll save it for another time. Runners at first and third. Flynn will bat. 2 outs. Of course, Landstrat Baseball says rooting for the Orioles, but now he says for the wrong team. Stewart will pitch to Flynn. And that is a tough 87. It's a ground ball to short. Up with it there. The throw goes to first to get Flynn, and the inning is over. 2 runs for the Tigers. 2 hits, 2 walks. We are tied at 5. As the Tigers complete the comeback. And we got a new ball game. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Randy O'Neal will go up against Cal Ripken. Question is for Detroit, do I want to make a change or let him pitch? I'm going to let him pitch. This is Randy O'Neal's 2nd inning, so he can go. Actually, no, this is his 3rd inning. He came in the 6th, didn't he? Yes. So Randy O'Neal will go up against Ripken. This will be his last inning. Tied at 5, bottom of the 8th. Can the Orioles take the lead for a chance to close it in the 9th? pitch from O'Neill. That's an in play, 99. That's a fly out to left. As again, Grubb don't have to move. That's out number 1. And here's Eddie Murray. Murray is 2 for 3, a home run and a single. O'Neill checking it out. Here's the pitch to Murray. That's a tough 10. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Murray goes down on strikes. And the next batter is Fred Lynn. Lynn is 0 for 3. He will hit against O'Neill. 2 outs. Pitch on the way. That's a patient 13. It's a base on balls. And Lynn will trot to first. A 2-out walk. And now the fans get on their feet to see if Larry Sheets can duplicate the home run he had in the first inning. Sheets is 1 for 3. He bats .270 against righties, and the Tigers are going to go to the pen, and they're going to turn Sheets around. Coming on to pitch would be Bill Scherer, 3-2, 4.36 ERA. He turns Sheets around. Sheets bats .118 against lefties. Now we'll see if Baltimore will go, and Sheets is the DH. Now we'll see if Baltimore will make a change. And they will, and we're still in the 8th inning, so it has to be at most at bats, and that will be Mike Young. Mike Young will come out now. He has 181 at bats against lefties. Larry Sheets is done, and Young will also take over at designated hitter. They're going to play for the average. Mike Young did bat .293 against lefties. So Bill Scherer against Mike Young, 2 outs, bottom of the 8th. Now against the lefty. Lynn on it first. Here's the pitch from Scherer. And that is a tough 83. It's a fly ball to center field, and that will be caught by Lemon, and the inning ends there. Nothing for the Orioles, still tied at 5. Will we see some 9th inning magic? Sammy Stewart may see a new pitcher, and we will. The Orioles, Stewart's going to come out. See who the Orioles want to bring out, and they're going to go with Tippy Martinez as they're going to try the lefties. 3-3, 5.40 ERA. Tippy Martinez will pitch to Whitaker. Whitaker already has a home run in this game. He's 1 for 4. As we start the top of the 9th. Martinez with the pitch. And that is a tough 1, and that is a swing and a miss. Struck him out. He strikes out Whitaker. First out, and the batter is Tom Brookins. Brookins bats .290 against lefties. He will hit. Pitch from Martinez. That's a patient 13. It's a walk. And Brookins trots down to first. Second time Brookins has been on base. And now the batter is Kirk Gibson. Gibson batted .224 against lefties with 7 home runs, but he will bat. Tippy Martinez against Gibson. Gibson is 0 for 4 in this game. Gibson has hit a home run in the last couple of games for the Tigers. In inside pitch and in payoff pitch. 1 out, top of the 9th. 4C steal rating. Brookins not going anywhere. Gibson will bat. Pitch from Martinez. That's a tough 44, and he struck him out. That's the second out. And a chance now for Lance Parrish. Parrish is 2 for 4, a single and a triple. 8 on the dice, nothing happening for Brookins. He'll stay at first. Martinez will pitch to Parrish. 2 outs. Here's the pitch from Tippy. And that is a tough 16. And he gets him on a swing and a miss and struck him out. Martinez strikes out the side. Gives up a walk, but that is all. The Orioles have a chance to win it in the bottom of the 9th, still tied at 5. Don't you just love baseball here on RJL 518 Network? Because I get the wackiest games. I watch games of baseball demos. I've seen Tony at CP Cards and Dice. I've seen Earl at Tenacious Strat. I've seen Al Red Sox fan, and they get a good number of wacky games, but it's like I get them all. Bottom of the 9th inning. Wayne Gross is 2 for 3. He bats .250 against lefties. Scherer. Do I want Gross to hit? Gross is at third base. Let me see who's available. And we are in the 9th inning, so in this case, I can use the best average. And Gross is going to come out of the game. And taking over at third base will be Floyd Rayford. Rayford batted .336 against rights. He will take over at third base. His rating is pretty much a little better than Gross. Bill Scherer, you got a right, you got 2. And the Scherer will come out of the game for the Tigers. Tigers will go to the bench. Will go to the pen. And they're going with Aurelio Lopez. 3-7, 4.80 ERA. Aurelio Lopez will pitch to Rayford here in the bottom of the 9th. Landstrat Baseball says, let's go O's. Rayford does bat .288 against righties, so still a pretty good hitter. Here's the pitch from Lopez. That's a ballpark 50. That is in the wheelhouse. A 1-36. This ball game is over. 29. Crack. The ball isn't high. That ball is hit deep. Yes. Memorial Stadium cheers. Yay. Walk-off home run. Floyd Rayford. Orioles win it. Ball game. We just had a complete, a complete duplicate of the game I played with Inside Pitch this morning. 6-5 Orioles. Floyd Rayford walk-off home run, and he is getting mauled at the plate. They maul him at the plate. Orioles win 6-5 on a walk-off jack by Rayford. Aurelio Lopez throws him a basketball, and Rayford slam dunks it for a homer. And that's your game. 1 run on 1 hit as the Orioles win it all here tonight. Final line score coming up, and don't go away, 10-minute ticker coming up. For the Orioles, 6 runs, 7 hits, no errors. For the Tigers, 5 runs, 9 hits, and no errors. Tippy Martinez picks up the win. Aurelio Lopez pitches to 1 batter and gets the loss. on a pinch hit homer by Floyd Rayford. And the Orioles win it 6-5. Timeout as we clear for 10-minute ticker. An exact duplicate, pretty much an exact duplicate in this game and the inside pitch game we had earlier. Unbelievable how two separate game engines give me the same type of game in the same day. Unbelievable. One team gets out by a lot, the other team comes back, and the team that got out by a lot wins it in a walk-off home run. Same thing on inside pitch with the Blue Jays beating the Rangers. Please check that game out. That game was also crazy. As Landstrat Baseball gets his wish as the Orioles win it in the bottom of the ninth. Baltimore beats Detroit 6-5. Let's see how the rest of the league goes in the 10-minute ticker. Seattle taking on the White Sox. That's an 8. White Sox win the game 9-6. Oakland and Kansas City. That's a 4. The A's win that game 4-0. Boston taking on Milwaukee. The Red Sox have been playing well lately, but they lose here 9-2. Cleveland at Minnesota. That's a 9. Twins get the win 9-2 there as well. Angels and the Rangers at the 7. Angels win it 6-3. New York Yankees at Toronto. That's an 11. That's a win for the Blue Jays 7-0 as they beat the hated Yankees. Pittsburgh and the New York Mets. The Pirates need a 2-5 to win, and the Mets win on everything else. And there you go. There's a 4. I get swept by the awful Pirates. Pirates pretty much sweep the Mets 2-1. Chicago Cubs, Philadelphia. That's a 7. The Phillies win that game 7-2. Got swept by the worst team in baseball. We go to July 4. Happy Independence Day. As we now go to the 4th of July. Boston at California. That's a 5, a win for the Red Sox. They beat the Angels 8-0. White Sox against Cleveland. White Sox win the game 8-6. Baltimore at Kansas City. That's a 4, a win for the Orioles 4-2. Minnesota at New York Yankees. Will have that game tomorrow. That's a 6, a win for the Twins 8-5. Toronto taking on Oakland. That's a 4, a win for the Blue Jays, 8-4. Milwaukee against Seattle. That's a 9, a win for the Mariners, 12-6. Detroit taking on Texas. That's a 3. Tigers get some revenge. They win that game 8-2 on the Rangers. Mets taking on the Braves. That's a 5. Mets finally end their skid, 8-7 on Atlanta. San Francisco taking on the Cubs. That's a 9. Cubbies win 8-3. Montreal taking on Houston. That's a 7. It's a win for the Astros 9-3. Cincinnati, Philadelphia. It's an 11. That's a win for the Phillies 14-9. San Diego, Pittsburgh. That's a 9. A win for the Pirates. They win another game in a row 6-3. Dodgers taking on the Cardinals. That's a 4. Dodgers win it 4-0. And that will do it for tonight's 10-minute ticker. If your team won tonight, congratulations. If they didn't, There's always tomorrow. Two exciting games I played today, and they both went the same exact way with two different game engines. When's the last time you've seen something like that? Steeler fan, Landstrat Baseball, Bears Den, Dave Gardner, thank you for joining me here at Memorial Stadium. Tomorrow, we have the Royals and the Mets, an inside pitch, the Twins taking on the Yankees on payoff pitch. I hope you will join us tomorrow for some more exciting baseball action. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Always a pleasure to have you guys in the chat. Orioles walk-off home run, 6-5 in the bottom of the ninth. Have a good one, everyone. See you tomorrow.